and welcome back to my channel. So today is going to be a 1 month update for Ethan. So he's a month and a couple days old. The past couple of days he has been super fussy and I haven't been able to sit down and film this video just because I have been in constant as here we go. Just as when I think I have him relaxed. Anyway, so just as when I think I have him relaxed, he has a full belly, new diaper, and everything. He is not happy. So today he's just been wanting to be held the entire day, so I might have to hold him at some point in this video. I'm trying to get him super comfortable in his boppy lounger, all snuggled up with a blanket. We'll see how that goes. So I just wanted to do a 1 month update here. So when he was born, he was 8 pounds, 4 ounces. And then when we left the hospital, he was about 7 pounds, 11 ounces, I think they said, which is pretty normal for them to drop weight. And then when we went back to the hospital the second time for his jaundice, he was 7 pounds, 6 ounces. So he did drop a little bit there. But now, after his first month checkup, he is 9 pounds, 3 ounces. So he's gained almost a whole weight, or a whole pound since his birth weight, which is 50th percentile. That's what the pediatrician said. And also when he was born, he was 20.5 inches long, and now he's 22 inches long, which is also in the 50th percentile. So when I had my baby shower and everything like that, everyone's like, don't buy too many newborn anything, you know, they grow out of it so fast. Well, Ethan is still somewhat in newborn clothes. There's some things that just he doesn't fit into for newborn, but there's some clothes that he still is in newborn clothes. But other than that, we've been trying to do 0 to 3 month clothes kind of every day, just because we didn't have too many newborn clothes. This has been my day all day today, and I thought I was going to get somewhat of relief when Michael got home from work, but he went hunting. So excuse me for 1 second. Okay, I'm back. I just gave him a dose of gripe water because he did seem a little bit gassy. He was kind of farting up a storm, so hopefully that's what it is, and hopefully I can make it through this video before daylight goes away. But so like I was saying, is that he does, you know, mostly go into 0 to 3 month clothes. The sweatshirts and stuff like that for 0 to 3 month are still pretty huge on him, and they kind of look ridiculous. So those are some newborn ones. Same with some pants, like 0 to 3 month pants are a little bit too big, so he'll still do some like newborn pants. But for the most part, sleepers, like at night when we put him in a sleeper, go to bed, is going to be 0 to 3. Newborn ones are just a little bit too short. They're not as long for that. But other than that, we've just kind of been mixing it up, and I haven't put any newborn clothes away yet. As well as newborn diapers. So we kind of just ran out of newborn diapers, and I had to go out and get another pack. And then I said as soon as that pack is done, we'll just switch to size 1 diapers. So he is in size 1, even though they're a little bit bigger. We just didn't want to go out and buy more newborn diapers just because we had an abundance of size 1 diapers. So he is in those now. Going along with diapers, so the hospital gave us Pampers, and when we were in the hospital, I couldn't really do anything, so Michael did all of the, you know, diaper changing and everything like that. He seemed to be okay with Pampers, but when we got home, there's 2 different types of Pampers. There's like Pampers Swaddlers, and there's Pampers like Pure, and I think the ones the hospital gave us, or the ones that I was using at home, were Pampers Swaddlers, and I don't think I like those as much, just because I was using the Honest Company, and I honestly love those diapers. They were easy for him. They seemed comfortable on him, and when he did get a full diaper, it wasn't like this huge load in his pants. So Honest Company is probably our favorite, and then as well as Huggies. Like Huggies works pretty well with him, and then we're gonna try Pampers again, obviously, but we just haven't run out of the Huggies diapers yet. So as soon as we go through Huggies, then we'll go back to Pampers and see if those work as well. The one brand that just didn't work for Michael and I is the Target brand, Up and Up. It just didn't work out. He would have blowouts of them, and for some reason, like the diaper, like not even having like a full diaper or anything like that, it would stick to his butt and it would give him diaper rash like immediately. And we change him, like, you know, every time we hear him go to the bathroom. So we change him every time we feed him and every time that we hear him go to the bathroom and stuff like that. So we change him pretty frequently. So I don't know what that problem is, and we tried like putting Vaseline on it for, you know, the diaper rash and everything like that. It was just weird. It just kept sticking to his bum. So we kind of just put those aside and say, you know, if we do need to use them, then here they are, but it's not going to be like the first thing we pull for. All right, so his sleeping schedule today was a little bit different because he barely slept at all. He might have slept maybe 10 minutes today, and I'm really hoping that he will fall asleep here pretty shortly, just because I am exhausted from today. I had this huge to-do list that I was going to do, and then I couldn't do any of it because he was so fussy and he wanted to be held the whole time. And I thought about putting him in the carrier and trying to get stuff done, but the stuff I needed to do, like unload the dishwasher or do laundry or anything like that, requires me to bend over. So that wasn't going to work with, you know, a baby on my chest. So that didn't work out at all. But so his sleeping, he is usually a really good sleeper. And I asked the pediatrician, like, you know, should I still be waking him up like in the middle of the night to feed him every, you know, 3 hours, or what's going on, or like what should we do for that? So she said that we could do the method of, you know, if he wakes you up in the middle of the night, then you know, feed him then, but just let him sleep until he wakes you up. Obviously, so like with his jaundice and everything like that, we didn't do any of that, but it was just when we went back to the first month checkup is when I asked her about it, and that's when we started doing it. And surprisingly, he kind of sleeps through the night. So I usually feed him around like 10:30, 11, depending on, you know, when it falls. But just for instance, like 2 nights ago, I fed him at like 11, and he didn't wake me up until like 8 o'clock in the morning, which is pretty awesome that I got a full night's of sleep, and so did he. Today was a little bit different. I fed him at 10:30 last night, and he woke me up at like 4:35-ish. So honestly, I'm still happy with that I don't have to wake up at, you know, like the 1 o'clock to feed him. But obviously, like, we feed him more frequently throughout the day now, and he just eats a lot more. So I think last night, like, I bottle fed him, and he drank, I just wanted to see like how much he was eating, and he ate like about like 4 ounces. So he's doing a good amount each feeding. So I'm not too worried about, you know, not feeding him enough. And I'm sorry, I'm probably going to be yawning through this entire video. I will cut them out as much as I can. I'm just so tired from today. I don't even take a nap like during the day, but just today of just constantly hearing a baby scream in my ear, I think just made me tired. So going along with the feeding, he is strictly breast milk. So sometimes like we'll bottle feed him, and it's usually like when we're out and about, or we're over at Michael's parents' house, or we're at an event or something like that. Like, we always will bring a bottle. I always pump right after I feed him, so I have a good amount of supply in like our freezer, and then we just defrost it to bring it with us. Or we know if we're going to an event, I'll just pump and just put those into like a bottle and put them in our fridge. But I haven't had any problems with him latching ever since I started using the nipple shield, and I highly recommend getting a nipple shield, like, and just bring it to the hospital, because every baby is different. They're not expensive at all. I think they're like $5 or something like that. But he only eats with that. So like I said, we do bottle feed him every once in a while. We haven't came across a bottle that he hasn't liked yet. So I feel pretty fortunate with that he can, you know, take it on the nipple, still breastfeed, take any bottle and just drink all the milk that's in there, as well as pacifiers. Like, Wubbanums are his favorite. But we haven't had any problems with any other type of pacifier as well. So he'll take any pacifier that we have given him so far, but the Wubbanub is definitely his favorite. So going along with feeding still, he feeds probably around like 30 to 40 minutes right now, like total when I breastfeed him. And like I said, he guzzled 4 ounces the other day, but we did wait a little bit longer between feedings because we just went to Cabela's and went out to the store. So we fed him around like the 3.5 mark. So I think he was a little bit hungry when it came to that. So I think he usually eats around like 3 ounces or so. So the couple of things that I probably didn't mention during any of my vlogs or anything like that. So his belly button, his umbilical cord fell off around maybe like 14 to 15 days. And I think it took a little bit longer than usual. I think usual is like maybe like a week after leaving, but it fell off probably around like the 2-week mark. Also, if you haven't watched my labor and delivery vlog, then you wouldn't know this, but he did have to get vacuumed out. So that scab is healing amazing, and all the scabs are starting to fall off now. I think all the big ones are gone. There might be just be like little ones left, but everything is looking good with that. And then I have all of my notes on my phone, so if you keep seeing me look down or anything. So there was just a couple of things else that he has been doing in this past month. So he's starting to smile, and I can start to get him to smile, especially when I pinch his cheeks. He usually smiles mostly in the morning. By the afternoon, he's fussy and everything like that. So, but he's starting to smile. Nothing like laughing yet, but he is smiling. He also started to hold his head up by himself around like week 2. So we will lay him like on his stomach on us, and he will lift his head up and everything. And then when we laid him on the ground, he will obviously like lift his head up and everything. So he's getting nice and strong. And I don't know if this was a fluke thing. I didn't get it on camera. I tried to get it on camera the next time, but he did it a little bit too fast. But he actually rolled over from his stomach to his back. So yeah, so he rolled over from his stomach to his back, not only once, but twice. And that was last week. That was right before he hit 1 month. So I don't know if it was a fluke thing or not. I tried to get it on camera the second time, and by the time I started filming, he rolled over and I completely missed it. But we've been trying to get him to do it ever since. But he's going through like a fussy time right now that like he just kind of, I don't know, he's just like unhappy when it comes to certain things. So when we put him on his stomach, he just wails and screams. So he hasn't done it since. He also got baby acne, but it went away. There's just a couple of spots now, completely normal, but most of it is gone now. His skin is very, very dry. I have dry skin. So I'm pretty sure he probably gets that from me. Michael doesn't get too much dry skin. He does a little bit, but Ethan has very dry skin. It doesn't matter how much lotion I put on him in the morning or at night. He just has some dry skin around his face, his arms, and his legs. We can tell that his vision is obviously getting better. So he can actually like focus on me. He'll like look into our eyes. He likes looking at the fan, which, okay, he was just doing it. He's not doing it now, but he likes to look at like the mobile in the swing. I bought a mobile to put onto his car seat, so I'm sure I'm gonna put that on and he's gonna love looking at that. So he is starting to focus on a little bit more of things instead of just staring off in the distance, not really looking at anything. So he has been gassy, and we have been using the gripe water, and honestly it's a game changer. So we just upped the dose because he hits a month. So before it was like 2.5 millimeters, and now it's up to 5 millimeters, which we have been using. So the last time I think you saw the dogs interact with him was when we first brought him home. They were both a little bit skittish around him, but now they both love him. Maggie is obsessed with him, so wherever he goes, Maggie goes, and I'm sure she's laying right outside that door. So if I just let them in, that they would jump on the bed, and Maggie likes to lay her head like right next to him, and Doug just, he's a licker. It's annoying, but he'll just come over and lick his hands and everything like that. We do try to tell him no lick and take him away, but Doug will be Doug. So a couple other things that we found out that he loves is that he loves bath time, which is really surprising. He likes being in the warm water. He loves, I don't know, I guess he just likes being in the bath. Another thing he loves is car rides. I think that's pretty typical of every baby, of being in the car seat and just driving along the road, but he usually sleeps the entire time we're in the car, or he looks out the window. But getting into the carrier is a different thing, but once he's in it and snuggled in there and we're driving, he loves it. Another thing that he loves is that I have a Lily baby car seat, or not car seat, a carrier, a baby carrier, and we did use it for the first time when we went to the pumpkin patch, and he did love it. So he liked being close to me the entire time, and it was nice because he was a nice heater for me. So that is it for his 1 month update. Obviously there'll probably be like a month update for him throughout, you know, until he hits like a year old. I'm gonna try to keep that up to date as much as possible. There's a couple of things coming up. So at his 2-month checkup, I think he's gonna get shots then. And then as well as that he has to get another echo to check on his heart murmur and see how that's doing. The doctor said it was all normal again when we went to, you know, the 1 month update, but they're gonna do an echo again at the 2-month update. And he's finally sleeping, and I wanted to show you guys him, but honestly he hasn't slept at all today, and he just pooped, so I'm gonna have to change his diaper again. But I don't want to wake him up because he only slept like 10 minutes today, and now that I'm up in my room, I think I'm going to start putting laundry away. But I'll show you him through, like I'll take the camera off to show you guys him, but he's finally asleep and I don't want to disturb him. So here he is at a month. That big guy. So if you liked today's video, please give it a big thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please do so. And I will see you guys in my next video.